Hey everybody, it's Randy with Randy Reviews and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an update on my perfume project pen and introducing y'all to my new scents that I'm rolling in. So yeah, let's get started. So I was trying to hit y'all. This was so crazy that after I thought about it, I was trying to use each of these perfumes 100 times within the first quarter of the year. That is crazy. That means I have 5 perfumes, so I would have had to use them 500 times in 3 months. So that's like, I don't know, 4 times a day or something, which is not happening. So that was, impossible feat. And after looking at what I did do, yeah, I'm going to be lowering that for my next pan. So, how I do my project pan for perfume is by usage because I know I'm not going to be able to completely empty these bottles within this time frame. So my goal is just to use them. You know what I'm saying? And when I have some that are like real slow or where I'm like, okay, I can actually finish this within a reasonable amount of time, then I will do a full project pan on that perfume or body spray. So I have 5 scents that I was trying to use at least 100 times, which I did not reach, but I'll go through them. The first one was this Black Amethyst by Bath and Body Works. I've literally had this for over like 15 years now. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get some use. As you can see, I did get quite a bit of usage out of it. It was almost full when I started, so there's that. I have it written down that I used it 15 times, but I think I might have used it more than that. I'm gonna say about 17 times or 20 times. But as you can see, with that amount of usage, I use probably a little bit, about a third of the bottle. So that tells me if I use this for the next 3, fall, winter seasons, I'll be done with this, in that time frame. Yeah, and it's a more, to me, it reads fall, winter. So that's why I'm trying to switch it out for something else. Next is this Bath and Body Works body spray, fine fragrance mist, whatever you want to call it, is Into the Night. And I use that 11 times. And you can't see where it's at because of this it's paper, but it's only about right here. That's how much I used. And this is an 8-ounce bottle. So I'm guessing maybe 10% of it I used in 11 times. So it's going to take me a long time to use this up. I probably would never be able to use this up, honestly, before I get tired of the scent. Because I actually got kind of tired of it in the 3 months that I was trying to use it. And that's why I only used it 11 times. And keep in mind, in between, I was using other stuff, like not just these 5, which is what I wanted to do, but I was getting tired of smelling them, so I was using different stuff. Plus, I live in a warmer climate, so every day was not, cold. So some days I wanted to use something that was more of a spring smell, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, next I had this Tory Burch, I do Parfum. I don't know how to say this. Edu Perfume. And I think it's just called Tory Burch Signature or something like that. And I used this 17 times. And that's how much I used. Not much, y'all. It's like literally the top of this bottle. You can't see because of the reflection, but it's not much. It's probably, I would say, less than like 5% that I used with those 17 times that I used it. So I will be having this for a long time. And I really like this scent. It's a different scent for me because it's like a citrusy smell and it still has a musky undertones, which I like, but it gives you a little pop of freshness with the citrus. So there's that. Next was the Santal Supreme, and I only used this 6 times, which I'm disappointed because this was one that I wanted to get some better usage out of. As you can see, like I said, it's not even less than 10% was used in those 6 times. So this I'll be having for a while. Yeah. And last but not least is this Warm Cotton by Clean. And I use this, it says I used it 8 times. I think I used it more than 8 times, but either way, I used a good amount of it. I would say I used maybe 20%. No, let me see. What's that? Let's say 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 25%. I'll say a quarter of this. And I'm actually going to keep this one in for my new project pan because I think this is a good transition scent. I think you can wear it pretty much all year round. Like, and I really like this. It's one of the only like clean, not floral, not musky. Like, it's a perfect like transition scent. And I sometimes just like to spray this on, you know, fresh out the shower or like, you know, whatever. So I'm going to keep this one into my my new group and see how many uses I can get out of it before the next quarter. Now, let me introduce my new fragrances that I'm going to be working on. The first one is this Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Summer Vibes. And I purchased this, I think the summer before last, so 2024. And I like the scent, but it does not last at all. I'm telling you, I could spray this on and not even 30 minutes later, I got to reapply or apply something else. So I'm really just about to try to use this to get this out of my collection because of that reason. I used it recently while I was on vacation and I was just like, ooh, I love this scent, but it just don't last. So I'm constantly have to either reapply or apply something else. So I feel like this is a good one for me to try to use up this summer so I can just be done with it. Next, I have my one body spray that I'm going to work on, and it is this Gingham Gorgeous by Bath & Body Works. I've already used maybe a quarter of it. It's about right here in the bottle. And this is a super strawberry, fruity scent. Let me see what the fragrance notes. It's pink strawberries, peach nectar, and peony blooms. So it just smelled very strawberry to me. So I think that's a pretty little spring scent. And yeah, try to see how much I can get out of that. Next is this dupe for MFK's Baccarat Rouge 540. It's called Cassis Amberwood, and I got this from CVS. I think I got this the year before last, so 2024, the end of 2024. I picked this up. It was like 15 bucks. It smells really good. It's strong. It lasts. I don't know if it smells like 540 or not because I've never actually used that, but I like the scent, so I'm going to use it. I think this is a good nighttime scent, and because I'm taking away my black amethyst, which is my more heavier scent, I think this is a good stand-in for that. As you can see, I'm only missing about maybe 10% of the bottle, so long ways to go on that. And then last but not least, I'm bringing in this Miel Bebe by Monde Gourmand. And pretty much I've made a decision that I'm going to always kind of keep one of these in rotation because I want to get use out of them. And they're smaller bottles, so I feel like I can get, you know, further into the bottle. As you can see, this one's kind of missing a little bit already. I've used it a little bit, so I'm not starting with a completely full bottle. This scent is really summery to me. It smells like, let me see, I'm about to spray it so I can give you some notes. It smells like fruity candy of some sort. It has a little bit of floral, but it's not super overpoweringly floral. It's mostly like fruity. And it just smells really summery to me. It reminds me of like, you know, I don't know, candy or youthfulness or something. So that is my 5th scent that I'm going to be working on. So yeah, those are my 5 fragrances that I'm going to be trying to use. I might use other stuff in between. But for the next 3 months, I want to focus on those. My goal this time, because of what I did last time, my goal is to use each one at least 20 times versus 100 times. Because that was just like crazy. So my goal is 20 times to use each of these. So that means that's only, if it's 3 months in a quarter, that's 90 days. That means I will only have to use each of these like 1.5 times a day or something like that. Something more objective. Because I will reapply every now and then. So I figure I can hit that goal. I just got to make sure that I'm actually tallying it. And I got a new app to help me with that. And that'll be in another video. So that's all I have for today. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.